Right now, take your hand off the screen for just 1 second. Do not scroll past this. Do not switch to another tab. Do not tell yourself you will come back to it later, because you won't. And deep down, something in you already knows that. Here is what you need to understand before we go any further. There are hundreds of millions of videos on the internet, billions of hours of content competing for your attention at this exact moment. And yet, out of all of that infinite noise, on this specific day, at this precise hour, with the exact emotional weight you are carrying right now, something guided you here. You did not stumble onto this by accident. Carl Jung spent his entire life studying the invisible architecture beneath human experience. He called it synchronicity, the principle that there are no true coincidences, only meaningful patterns that the sleeping mind dismisses as chance. Jung understood something that most people go their entire lives without realizing, that when something finds you, it is because you have been emitting a frequency that called it forward. You have been sending a signal. And the universe, operating with a precision that would embarrass the most advanced supercomputer ever built, has responded to that signal with this moment. So before your rational mind tries to explain this away, before the voice in your head says, "It's just an algorithm," or "I happened to click," I want you to sit with this truth for one breath. You are here because something in you is ready. Ready to stop waiting. Ready to stop shrinking. Ready to stop bargaining with your own potential. Ready to finally receive what has already been prepared for you. What you are about to hear is not a collection of comforting phrases. It is not spiritual decoration for your walls. This is a navigation system, a precise set of keys designed to unlock the version of you that has been waiting, patiently, quietly, with extraordinary endurance, on the other side of your doubt. But I have to warn you, once you understand what we are going to talk about today, you cannot unknow it. Once you see the invisible threads that connect your inner world to your outer reality, you cannot pretend those threads do not exist. The weight of that awareness is real, but so is the freedom that comes with it. Your time to awaken has arrived. Not tomorrow, not when the circumstances are better or the timing feels safer. Now, this moment, this breath. Let us begin. You have been searching for a sign. I know this. Not because I know you personally, but because the very fact that you are still here, still listening, still holding on, that itself is the evidence. People who have given up do not look for signs. People who are truly lost do not reach toward the light. The reaching is the proof. The universe knows everything you have been through. It knows the nights that felt like they would never end. It knows the internal battles that nobody around you could see, the ones you fought in complete silence, behind a face that looked fine, behind words that said, "I'm okay." It knows every single prayer that rose from the depths of your chest, every whispered plea, every moment you sat alone and asked, quietly and desperately whether any of this was worth it. Every single one of those moments was heard. This is not poetry. This is not a comforting metaphor to make you feel better for 5 minutes before reality crashes back in. This is the actual mechanism of how consciousness and reality interact. Something that quantum physicists and Jungian psychologists and ancient wisdom traditions have been converging on from completely different directions for over a century. Your inner world is not separate from your outer world. It is generating it. The signal you have been emitting through your dominant thoughts, your emotional patterns, your deepest and most persistent beliefs, has been shaping the field of possibility around you. What you experience as reality is not a fixed thing that happens to you. It is a dynamic reflection of what you have been resonating with most consistently. This is why what you tell yourself matters more than anything anyone has ever told you about you. Stop searching for new signs. Stop waiting for one more confirmation before you allow yourself to believe. The confirmation you have been waiting for? It has already been sent. You have already received more than enough evidence. The only thing standing between you and the life that is genuinely yours is this: the willingness to believe it before you can fully see it. Everything you have ever genuinely desired has already been placed into the field of what is possible for you, not as a distant dream, as an actual destination with a path that has already been laid. The only thing required of you is to stop insisting that you need to see the entire road before you take the next step. Trust the step. Now I want to make you a promise, a real one. By the time this journey is complete, I am going to give you something powerful, a statement, a declaration, a piece of language so precise and so aligned with the deepest truth of who you are that it will function like a key, not metaphorically, functionally. Because words are not just sounds. Words are vibrational structures. They carry frequency, and when spoken from a place of genuine conviction, they do not just describe reality, they construct it. But we have to build toward that together, because a key only works when the lock has been properly understood. So let us go deeper. Right now, as you breathe and listen, I want you to consider something. The life you are currently living, everything in it, the things that bring you joy and the things that cause you pain, the relationships, the financial reality, the health, the sense of purpose or the absence of it, all of it, without exception, is a direct projection of the dominant patterns inside your mind. This is not blame, this is power. Because if your outer world is a reflection of your inner patterns, then the moment you change the pattern, the reflection must change. That is not wishful thinking, that is physics. That is how resonance works at every level of observable reality, from the vibration of a string on a piano to the oscillation of electrons inside an atom, to the neural firing patterns inside the most sophisticated biological computer ever created, your mind. Your mind is not a passive receiver of reality. It is an active transmitter of it. And right now, today, in this moment, you have the ability to change what it is transmitting. The question is not whether you have the power. You have always had the power. The question is whether you are willing to take responsibility for using it, deliberately, consciously, with full intention, rather than letting old automatic patterns run on default and then wondering why the same situations keep appearing in different disguises. Your mind is an extraordinary magnet. Everything it draws into your experience is in precise alignment with the beliefs, emotions, and focal points you have been reinforcing most consistently. That is not punishment. That is precision. The universe is extraordinarily responsive. But here is the critical insight that changes everything. Your mind cannot attract what you genuinely desire while it remains obsessively focused on the absence of it. When the first thought that greets you every morning is a catalog of what is wrong, what is missing, what has not happened yet, you are not moving toward the thing you want. You are broadcasting the frequency of lack. And lack, by the law of resonance, can only attract more of itself. This is the pattern we are ending today. Not gradually, not eventually. Today, I am asking you to make a decision, not a wishful thought, not a vague intention, but a real decision, the kind that lands in the body and changes the chemistry of how you move through the world. Here it is. Today, I choose to direct my mind only toward what I am choosing to create. Today, I choose to be the cause, not the effect. Say that again inside yourself. Feel the difference between those words and the ones you have been unconsciously repeating. Because the reality you are standing in right now is simply the echo of decisions made in the past. And the reality you will be standing in 1 year from today will be the echo of the decisions you make right now. Everything that surrounds you, everything, is the direct result of where your mind has been living most consistently. If the view from where you are standing is not the view you want, you do not change the world, you change the frequency of the lens. If this message is speaking to something real inside you, if you feel that shift happening right now, that quiet internal recognition, then write this in the comments. 777. My mind is a magnet for abundance, and I am ready to receive. Not because it is a ritual, because stating it publicly is an act of commitment. It is the moment you stop keeping your faith private and start anchoring it in reality. The number 777 in quantum resonance symbolizes perfect alignment between thought, emotion, and universal flow. And right now, in this moment, that alignment is available to you. Wow, I want to address something that most people avoid. Something that sits at the very center of why so many people who genuinely want change cannot seem to access it. Control. Specifically, the desperate, white-knuckled, exhausting need to control exactly how things unfold. You know this pattern. You have lived inside it. The constant mental replaying of scenarios. The rehearsing of conversations, the planning for every possible outcome, the inability to simply be present because your mind is always 3 steps ahead, running calculations, trying to predict,